We're down to the final 6 races of the Gatorade Cup Series season, and we head to Michigan for the running of the Pure Michigan 400, and the second half of the chase begins here. On the front row, it's a battle of the Postal Services. William Seaman in the UPS Ford was on the pole, 2 was outside the 11 with Jake Galloway and the FedEx Toyota. Then third, your first chaser, Code Luigi. Fourth is Luke Ray in the 2 and running out the top 5, Alex Stewart. Then your points leader, Griffin Lynn, starts on the outside in 6th. Jeff Bright, Michael Cantor on the next row, 7th and 8th. They both need some great luck to go their way. Andrew Miller in 9th. Put a spanking on the field at Iowa last race, and Justin Zidell rounds out the top 10. For the rest of the field, Tim Geary in the 43, then there's Brandon Tharp in the 24, along with Jonathan Buford in the 4, then Isaac Nichols in the 48, looking for that Michigan sweep. They have Colton Yo and Donovan Dewitt, Riley Sprague and Tim Randolph, along with Carson Bowers and Emmett Juckham. Then there's Jay Jefferson and Nathan Stapleton, Joe Jefferson and Alexander Rowe, then Justin Heath and Stuart Gratton, TJ Hanley and Lawrence Palampon. They have Steve Morgan and Kyle Perry, Steve Larker with that Pure Michigan sponsorship, and Levi Shones. Then there's Michael Gregory and Max Anderson, Lou Jack Tavo, and Carter Fries. It's been hit or miss here at Michigan. He's wrecked hard, he's won. They have Trey Rain in the 18 and Jonathan Rings in the 29. Then there's Derek Hamill and Brendan Reed. Fowler running up the field, Diego Yepes in the 87, with his outside being the 88 of Eli Bright. That's your 42 car lineup here at Michigan. Let's get on track side and get the command to fire the engines to start this race.
For today's command, Bobby Allison.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Give your seatbelts a little tug there for me there, buddy. Get a little drink of Gatorade. Be safe. Have some fun, all right?
And 42 cars are off the starting grid. I believe Galloway might have an issue getting up to speed, or he just wanted to take it easy there, but there might be a problem on the 11 on the start. Could be something interesting to watch out for. So 42 cars are off the start. Oh no, Galloway has a problem. He's pulling low. From the second starting position, Jake Galloway in the 11 with an issue, and hopefully he can, yeah, there you go, hit the brakes and get down underneath the 5. So an issue for outside pole there, Jake Galloway. He will not take the green flag with the field, come down pit road. Midway, or second half of the chase will start here today. Coming into this race, the points. Griffin Lynn has the points lead by 2 points over Jonathan Rains, by 3 points over Justin Eats, by 4 points over Cole Luigi, by 6 points over Louis Jack Taylor, but that could change if Lynn has a bad race, and some others have great races. Pace cars off. 30 laps at Michigan, 2 miles each time around. Seaman and now Luke Rainey starting the front row, and we're racing. Green flag is in the air at Michigan. Down the backstretch, they race pretty orderly. 3 wide, Justin Zidell goes to the outside, John Speaker in the middle. Cole Luigi takes the race lead. Here comes Alex Stewart in the 38. He's going low. Jeff Bright in the middle as Andrew Miller goes 3 wide. Now 3 wide for the race lead. Michael Cantor in the 09 showing his muscle early. He's going to go side by side with Stewart to lead lap 1. And Cantor in the 09 down low leads lap 1. One of your chasers out front. Oh, that pack already is 3 and 4 wide. They're 4 wide with Carson Bowers down low. I do not like how this is looking already. Your chase points leader is back there. Miller goes low. And then 200 Motorsports Chevrolets. Luigi to the wall hard. Seaman as well, and they're spinning. Hanley goes around, freezing heading towards the inside wall again. And they're stacking them up. Eli Bright, the 88, possibly involved, and the yellow flag is out early on. Racing back, Tharp has the race lead. Now here comes Nichols trying to sweep. Down to the start-finish line, down the front stretch. Tharp leads them back over, teaming Isaac Nichols, Dewitt in third, and the field has just broken apart in the backstretch. Zidell involved, Kyle Perry, one of your chasers, Trey Rainey, William Seaman, TJ Hanley, Steve Morgan, there's Carter Friesen, Diego Yepes, Derek Hamill, and possibly Eli Bright. I saw Cole Luigi got a ton of damage as well in that 42 car. There he is in the 17th position. I don't know how bad the damage is to that 42 Chevrolet. There's no really good camera angle. This camera angle would definitely show as long as it doesn't rear end someone. We could see the damage to the right side of that car and see, oh, it looks pretty bad. I don't know if it would hurt the performance. He's probably going to be coming down pit road though to try and get that repaired. Lynn might have some damage as well. He's kind of pulling low as if he wants to come down pit road. Let's see if people do come down pit road here. We've only completed 2 laps. We're on lap 3. And the field survey says most of the field going to be staying out on the racetrack. We'll see about Cole Luigi and Griffin Lynn, are 2 chasers. That might be coming down pit road here. I think they definitely have some damage off of what happened there. Because they were both up top, racing hard, and I know the 42 definitely has a lot of damage. Lynn does have some damage, but it's not too much. He just probably wants to get down pit road. He knows he can get back up to the front if he comes down and just get that all sorted out. So those guys will come down pit road. They'll surrender their positions on the racetrack to repair their damage. Up front, leading us back was the 24 Brandon Tharp. As such, we have caution number 1. William Seaman up into the outside wall with TJ Hanley, Code Luigi, and so many others. So this started when Code Luigi and the 42 went up the racetrack, and Seaman goes to the middle lane to make it 4 wide. 4 wide just doesn't work here. They're 4 wide everywhere. We knew something bad was going to happen when we see them like this. And I think the 42 is going to bounce off the wall down to the 6. They're 5 wide now. They actually the 36 bounce off the wall. Luke Rainey did a great job missing the wall, and then Hanley kind of gets hit back there as they were 4 wide back there. Zidell and Morgan got their damage there, and then the bigger crash was actually behind as cars came flying in there. As TJ Yepez, I think, may have gotten some damage, but overall, Eli Bright, the 88, Derek Campbell did a great job as well, getting on the brakes and not hitting each other and missing all the carnage around them. As about 2 separate incidents happened on the backstretch, and I kind of got scared when I saw that 30 bounce down to the 99. That's the same while freezing it last season when he got injuries off his big crash in this exact race. I was very worried when I saw him head towards the end, so I was like, please not again, good God. Hey, you see that 99, the angle we were looking at, 99 freezing, shuffled down to the bottom lane, but he does a great job of saving the car. Rainey also saves it as well, keeping out the inside wall, and Bright and Hamill do a great job keeping their cars going straight and not damaged. Let's go on board 34 Derek Hamill. Looks like he's able to avoid this crash, not getting any damage. I believe he followed the 88 Eli Bright through it all. Eli and Derek did a great job there. They did not get worried. They just went right through it. And Kyle Perry in the 47 was one of them spinning around in front of them. One of your chasers involved. Oh, he got hit by Trey pretty hard there. Maybe even TJ. So one of your chasers definitely has a ton of damage. Code Luigi and Griffin Lynn also chasers with damage. So as Jake Galloway left the pits, Brandon Tharp in the 24 leads us back to the start-finish line. They stay on the racetrack. Tharp leads back to the green flag in that number 24 to Hendrick Motorsports, 1-2 at the front. Coming back in lap number 7, Brandon Tharp in the 24 out front, and no cars retired off of that. Jake Galloway's a lap down because of his issues at the start. We still have 41 cars on the lead lap. Brandon Tharp in the 24 will be out front for this restart. Isaac Nichols in second, Don Madun third, Andrew Miller fourth, and Carson Bowers down to the top 5. Then Jeff Bryant 600 Motorsports 1, 2, and 6. Joe Jefferson is 7th, Michael Cantone 8th, Lawrence Poundbon 9th, and Justin rounding out the top 10. So many of these front 10 are chasers. Here are the cars that came down pit road. The 42, the 13, the 99, the 36, the first one to come off pit road in the 33rd position. And on back, all came down pits to repair their damages. Pace car in. First restart of the day, Hendrick Motorsports 1, 2, 6 at the front with Brandon Tharp out front. Nichols looking for the Michigan sweep is second. They come to the restart zone. We're back racing. Green flag back out at Michigan. And that was a pretty slow restart right there for Brandon Tharp, and it allowed some drivers to jump to the outside trying to get positions. You can see Andrew Miller in 31 and 4th. We say he put a spanking on the field at Iowa. He dominated that race, leading most laps. And really never lost the lead once he got it. He's going to be looking for the race lead. Come off 2. He has a huge run down low. Coming down the backstretch. Look at the run for that 31 car. Yeah, Miller's showing something right now. He's showing he has a fast car. He's to the back bumper pushing that 24 Tharp off into turn number 3. And he's looking to the inside. Here comes Miller. 31 car has been strong as of late, showing that he deserves to be in the chase. Michael Cantor on the 09 showing why he deserves to be in the chase as well. He's going to the bottom lane for the race lead. 3 wide again. Second time he's pulled this move today. It's going to work once again. Canto leads into turn 1. Lawrence Poundbon on the 32 has not had much luck this season. Here he comes to the bottom lane. They're already 3 wide in the pack. As Poundbon moves up, here comes Heath for the race lead down the back. And here comes Justin Heath in the 9. He's looking low. He knows how to win on 2-mile tracks. He's won so many times at Auto Club. He's been up front so many times at Auto Club. And Heath in contention. He's going for the race lead. He's going to take it off turn number 4. Oh, Miller way at the racetrack in the 31. He might get into the wall. He does! Slows up the outside lane, but no crash. We stay green. Now Alexander Rowe for the race lead entering turn number 1. Tim Gary in the 43 is coming. That 43 car won last season here at Michigan with Marcus Sachi behind the wheel. So that 43 team knows how to get to victory lane here. Now 2 separate packs. Oh, Miller into the wall again. Even harder, but once again, everyone keeps it straight. But Miller dropping back with damage. Tim Gary to the race lead. Jonathan Buford in the 4 has won this season a few times. Looking for another one. Reed in the 33. That 33 team needing something to go right. Heath into the wall now. And drops back with Joe Jefferson and Michael Canto up top. 2 chasers. Jonathan Buford, Brendan Reed, Luke Rainey, Colton Yo, Jay Jefferson on the bottom lane. Diamond Duke onto the wall, going into turn number 1. He's dropped. Pound Pond's blowing up in the middle of the pack. Oh, watch out, they're wrecking in the back. Diamond Duke goes around with Max Harrison. Oh, car's heading towards the inside wall again. And a car just hit the inside wall hard. Yellow is out, racing back to lead lap number 10. Luke Rainey, the 2 is out front. Rainey will lead us back to the caution flag. Colton Yo second, and Jay Jefferson and Brendan Reed side by side for third. Rainey back in front, and it's a melee on the backstretch. Steve Larker, Isaac Nichols, Luigi Octavo, Michael Canto, Max Harrison, Riley Spraley tip in the 7. There's Justin Zidell, he has damage. Might have been Brandon Tharp that at the inside wall, he has pretty heavy damage. Caution number 2 here at Michigan. Once again, another big crash, this time involving many of our leaders. Is back in front. Where did he go? There's the 2 of Luke Rainey, and if he doesn't get there, these guys might head to pit road and beat him out. And they're heading to pit road, and Rainey's not going to get his positions back, so here come these guys. They're going to come down pit road, and Rainey is going to lose a ton of positions going into the pits. He's going to fall back to 5th. So leading them into the pits is Colton Yo, but, oh, Eli Brighton, the 88 man, yeah, I think he has damage. Tough break there. He's run up towards the front. Now he has some pretty heavy left rear damage. You can see there, that 88 car pretty torn up. So Hendrick Motorsports has some pretty good runs going now. I think all 3 of them got damage from that crash. And look at the cars that fix their damage. They're staying out on the racetrack because they have more fuel. They're thinking that maybe they can try and stretch it. They're staying out on the racetrack, led by Cole Luigi, Griffin Lynn, and some others. Here comes the field down pit road, led by Colton Yo. And do these drivers do 2 tires, 4 tires, or just gas only? From what Reed's doing, gas only for him. See what the 78 does, the 15. Jay Jefferson to his pit stall. Fuel only. That's risky. And Yo leads the field off of pit lane. But all the damage cars have stayed on the racetrack, and they'll be your race leaders. So let's see what happened. Caution number 2 caused as Damadou got into the outside wall and spun down into the pack, collecting many cars. Let's see how this happened. This all happened entering turn number 1. Damadou in the 22 gets way up high and into the wall. He scraped off the wall, loses speed, and then gets up squarely up the track and into that, out of the groove there. As you can see, he's dropping back. He's slower. He's trying to keep it out of the wall. They can see the 32 blow up in front of him. That has nothing to do with the crash, actually. As the 22 of Do It, here he comes. He's going to pop the outside wall right there. Down into the 7 in the 09. Spins the 09 back up to the outside wall. Canto comes back down. He gets Anderson. There's Gregory going around. There's where Riley Sprayed to. That's Brandon Tharp. Steve Larker. Derek Hamill, chaser, got damaged. Gratton and Rains make it through. Do It gets spun down low. Saves the car. Oh, that's where Eli got, I think the 32 may have caused a stack up there, and Eli got spun around. Saves the car. Oh, and right there got damage from his teammate Tharp. If his teammate had not him, he would have done a great job saving the car, just looping it around. And I think Tharp may have gotten hit as he was sitting there, because Octavo was spun around as well. Or I guess Octavo wasn't spun around. I guess it just looked like he was. I'm now wondering what car got spun down. It might have been Nichols in the 48? Yes, Nichols got spun down towards the inside wall. The 48 won the last time we were at Michigan, the Gatorade Cup Series, and wasn't as hard as it was only at 100 miles an hour, but that's still a pretty hard impact. But he's lucky it wasn't like Car Friesen's crash where he was going 220 miles an hour towards the inside wall. Back to the line front was Luke Rainey, but Colton Yo led them down pit road, but then cars stayed on the racetrack. So all the damage cars that came down pit road the first time under the first caution, they actually stay on the racetrack, and they'll be your race leaders, but do they have enough fuel? Do they have the speed to stay up there? Cole Luigi is out front in some strange strategy here at Michigan. Well, we're coming back in lap number 15. Cole Luigi, one of your chasers, is out front. Steve Larker started off that crash along with Brandon Tharp, Riley Sprayed and Luigi Octavo. Lawrence Pompon had a valve issue, that's why he's out. Jake Galway still lapped down, and there are 36 cars on the lead up, but a lot of them probably have damage. Cole Luigi, using some insane strategy, he's out front for this restart. Kyle Perry in 2nd, then TJ Henley in 3rd, William Seaman in 4th, Cara Friesen in 5th, then Justin Zidell 6th, Steve Morgan 7th, Trey Rainey 8th, And those are the drivers that stayed out on the racetrack. Colton Yeo first top hero with fuel in 9th, and Alex Stewart rounds out the top 10. So no one took tires on those pit stops. So everyone's tires are the same. Trey Rainey has damage, so he might slow up the middle of the pack, and this could allow some of these drivers that stay out to try and get away and save some fuel, or hope for some yellows to come out. Restart lap 15. Cole Luigi out front, Kyle Perry behind him in second, green flag back in the air. We're back racing, and Luigi steps on the gas and gets away from Perry in the 47. Already the 18, the 11 slow. Jake Galloway is slow, and I didn't think he had damage, but I don't think he has damage. It might just be the issue from the start is still looming. It's allowed the front of the field to spread out as they come down the backstretch. Nichols pops the outside wall, keeps it straight. So the cars that stay on the racetrack, they have pulled away, they've gapped themselves. As Cole Luigi, Kyle Perry, and TJ Hanley, 1, 2, 3 have pulled away. And let's see how these drivers that came down Perry Road, how they're doing. There's Tim Gary. He actually got by. He was one of the first to get by. He's flying up through these drivers because these drivers have some damage to their cars, remember. So Gary is actually getting held up by the 6. Colton Yeo has emerged from the pack along with Jay Jefferson. They have Luke Rainey, Alex Stewart, and all the other drivers like Diego Yepes and Alexander Rowe trying to get up there as well. So these drivers, what they're hoping for is some repeated cautions here to come out, but I don't think it's going to happen. The field is very spread out. The 31 Manager Miller is one of them getting held up back there, as Cole Luigi is out front, as they are 3 and sometimes even 4 wide behind him, as here comes Colton Yeo, first car from pit road with some better fuel, coming to 14 laps to go. Yeo has the draft from Jay Jefferson. They're going to go right on by that 42, like he's standing still. Colton Yeo underneath the 42 of Cole Luigi, and he'll get by him through 1. Easy pass there for Colton Yeo, but not quite yet. Jay Jefferson, the 78, coming low. We were talking about at Iowa how long it's been for that 78 team and how long it's been for Jay Jefferson. He wants to get to victory lane badly, and here he is down low. Could be big. He's to the race lead. Tim Gary in the 43, now back to second. Yepes up to third. Alexander Rowe. Here comes Yepes and Gary at the same time. And Gary gets back up in line by the 78, and Yepes is to the bottom lane as they go off into turn number 1. Now, some of these damaged cars, they can still latch onto the draft and try and stay up to speed if they can possibly do it. Yepes in the A7 now side by side with the 78 down the backstretch. And here comes Alex Stewart in the 30. He's looking 3 wide. He has a push from Luke Rainey. He's going to take that run all the way to the bottom lane. 3 wide. Yo, top to bottom in front of the 42 Cole Luigi. He's 3 wide inside the top 5. Jefferson drops back up top 3 wide. And Luke Rainey now looks for the race lead. He won at Pocono a few races ago, trying to stink up the Chasers party that they have. Look at Cole Luigi. He's coming back even though he has some of that damage. That car obviously is not up to full speed, but it's up to somewhat speed in the draft, and he can still make passes and move forward. Yeah, down the backstretch, Rainey moves up, but the 38's up there, and he might get caught 3 wide right here, but Colton Yeo did back off, or he didn't have enough for a run to make it work. And Yeo going to go for a second and look for the race lead now. Here comes Colton Yeo on the 15. Racing pretty hard in that pack. 3 wide. They're looking to go 4 wide. Yeah, you can see the 42 down the straightaway. He isn't really up to speed enough, but he's getting pushes and he's in the draft, so it's working for him. 11 laps to go at Michigan. Colton Yeo out front. Rowe now to the bottom lane in the 71. And here comes Cole Luigi in the 42. He's no stranger to winning on these 2-mile tracks. He's looking down low 3 wide. Well, that damage isn't holding him up at all. Here he comes. Once again, that no drafting up though. Oh, Schoen's to the apron. And along with the 92. And they slow up. They're going to lose. They might lose the draft. They're definitely going to fall out of this main pack for now. They have to try and latch onto the draft though. So that spread the front field out. Meanwhile, up front, Colton Yeo's up top 4 wide. He backs out of that. Stuart Gretton's looking down low in the 42 of Cole Luigi. Entering turn number 1. 10 to go. Rowe is out front. Joe Jefferson second. Stewart and Luigi balance side by side for third. And it might turn to a battle for second as Joe Jefferson, the 39, up top. Oh, Yeo popped the outside wall pretty hard there. He drops back. And Joe Jefferson grabs second. He's going to be going for that race lead. He's looking for his 5th win of the season. It would be the 9th for Stewart Haas Racing. There comes the 9 laps to go. Jefferson is in the draft of the 71, but he might need some help from behind to make that move work. 9 to go. Oh, he's definitely run down that 71, though, in that draft. Currently, in this pack, 13 cars have a shot to win. The rest of the damaged cars have fallen back. Jefferson, side by side with that 71 for the race lead. They come off 2. Lap car ahead. The 11 of Jake Galloway is slow. They have Trey Rainey, his teammate. So 2 JGR cars are going to be holding up this pack. And where do they do it? Joe Jefferson to the race lead. Here comes Alex Stewart in the 38, Luke Ray in the 2, Yepes in the 87, Jay Jefferson in the 78. Which lanes are going to get held up? Which ones go? Oh, it's going to be close there. 8 to go. Which lane? It might be the bottom. Oh, it's the middle. Galloway through the middle and like a rock just drops. And now where do you want to be? You're going to want to be down low. Tim Gary in the 43 and Jay Jefferson and Cole Luigi have been caught up. Colton Yo as well. Randolph goes by. Grattan is going to try and go by here in the middle lane. And still, Cole Luigi, Jay Jefferson, and Colton Yo stuck. Yo finally moves low, but the 42 and the 78 finally move low in the 11 of Galloway, who might get to the outside wall right here if he's not careful. And now they have the 18 of Trey Ray trying to deal with, as he's not far ahead of these leaders. 6-car breakaway, and they're 3 wide for the race lead. Levi Schoen's looking for his 5th win of the season as well. As we mentioned, it would be the 9th for Stewart Haas Racing. Down the backstretch, they have the 18 of Trey Rainey in their sights. Another damaged car, another slower car. How are they going to get around him? Into turn 3. They're trying to go 4 wide. Joe Jefferson advances to the apron. Yepes off the top side. He's trying to clear Levi Schoen's for the race lead. Now Joe Jefferson has caught behind the 18 Trey Rainey. Luke Rainey as well. And here comes the second pack. They have a shot trying to latch onto the 39. The 2 who are going to try and latch onto the front 4. Tim Randolph is blazing through 1 and 2, but he goes up top. Oh, he goes to the outside, Trey Rainey. Randolph, a beautiful move right there to get back into contention. Or trying to at least. Now for the race lead, if these guys get side by side, get up the pack behind. Schoen's in the 14. Out front late. There comes C5 to go. If the yellow comes out, the race is over. 5 laps left at Michigan. Schoen's leads. Yepes, Stewart. Now they have Eli Bright and Nathan Stapleton to deal with in the 27. And these guys are slow. Stewart in the 38 going low. Rowe is caught up. Alex Stewart to the race lead. Yepes caught behind. Now Schoen's going to try and get by the 27. He does. Rowe's going to get by as well. He's up to 3rd. Yepes 4th. Rainey back into this. Joe Jefferson, Tim Randolph, Stuart Grattan, Jay Jefferson, Colton Yo trying to get caught up. 3 cars pull away to C4 to go. They have no more lap cars as of now to deal with. 4 laps left. Stewart is out front. Schoen's is 2nd. Rowe is 3rd. Yepes 4th. Rainey 5th. Randolph 6th. Grattan, Jefferson, and Yo. It might be a 9-car battle as of now, because Yo just got held up right there. 9-car breakaway at the front. 10th is Colton Yo. Reed is 11th. Jeff Bright 12th. And Cole Luigi up to 13th. Bowers is 14th. Tim Gary's 15th. Andrew Miller's made his way back up after falling there early. And now up front, a huge pack. Stewart had it. Now Rowe takes it back with 3 to go. 6 cars once again breakaway, but those 3 behind. They could try and get runs if they get single filed out. Grattan up the track in the 56. I still think this is a 9-car battle here at the front. 10th on back are just going to be fighting for that 10th position. Joe Jefferson has a draft up into this pack as Luke Rainey goes for the race. It comes to 2 to go. He knows it's money time, but who's going to make the move at the right time? I really don't think I want to be leading with 2 to go, but you never know. Rainey coming to 2 laps to go in the 2. Tim ran off in the 92 to the bottom lane. Schoen's and Jefferson are 2 Stewart Haas teammates that are both in the chase. Randolph to the race lead into turn 1. Here comes Levi Schoen's in the 14. Schoen's now looking low. Joe Jefferson taking a peek. Rowe gets to the outside while he'll drop back and possibly have contention. Schoen's for the race lead. Joe Jefferson looking to make it 3 wide. He does make it 3 wide. Joe Jefferson looking for his 5th win of the season. Coming to the white flag. It's going to come down to this final 2 miles. Jefferson is out front. Stewart in the 30. It looks low. White flag one more time around Michigan. The pure Michigan Ford are going to come down to this final lap. Will it be Joe Jefferson, Alex Stewart, Jay Jefferson, or someone else? Into turn 1, Jay Jefferson wants to win badly. It's been so long. 3 wide to the bottom, but does he have a run down the backstretch? It's going to come down to this final half a lap. Jay Jefferson to the inside of Stewart. He has position down low. Into turn number 3. It's a fight for the race win as they come off turn number 4. Does he have a run? He has one, but can he get to the bottom? Off of 4. It's been so long for Jay Jefferson. They're 3 wide to the stripe. Jay Jefferson breaks his win streak on Michigan. In a 3-wide battle for the win, Jay Jefferson, for the first time since the Season 4 Coca-Cola 600, will go to victory lane in the Gary Cup Series at the Pure Michigan 400. Jay Jefferson beats out Diego Yepes and Luke Ray to get to victory lane in a 3-wide battle to the stripe, and Jay Jefferson wins at Michigan over Yepes, Rainey, Grattan, Shones, Stewart, and Rowe. How about that? That's 7 cars in that picture right there. And Jay Jefferson, for the first time since Season 4, is a Gary Cup Series winner. He'll be going to victory lane, and he spoils the chase party. Let's go check the finishing results and the chase point standings. Here are the finishing results from the Pure Michigan 400 at Michigan. There were 2 caution flags for 8 laps and 19 lead changes among 14 different drivers. That's an amazing amount of lead changes there. And Jay Jefferson gets up front at the end. He timed it right to get back to victory lane in the Gary Cup Series. How about that? This has been a season to break long winless droughts. Who's next? Eli Bright? Someone like that? Can they break their long winless droughts just like Jay Jefferson, TJ Henley, and some others have done? Yepes ends up second. So close, but he started 42nd. That's a great result for him. Luke Rainey ends up third. So close. He led 3 laps. He had a pretty fast dodge here today. Stuart Grattan, your highest finishing chaser, he ends up 4th, and Shones, another chaser, up inside the top 5. Then Alex Stewart in 6th, Alexander Rose 7th, Tim Renoff in 8th, Joe Jefferson in 19th. He needed this result badly to yield some confidence going into these final few races of the season. And rounding out the top 10, Carson Bowers. There's your top 20. Where did Jeff Bright come from there at the end? He was nowhere to be seen after that restart, but he moves his way up to 11th somehow, some way. Griffin Lynn, your points leader, finds his way up to 14th, beating out Code Luigi, who led the most laps. He ends up 15th. That car was damaged, obviously a little bit off pace. Still was able to keep up to speed in the draft. Once he lost that draft, he was a little bit off pace. So that slowed his progress down. He falls below Lynn by a spot, so he'll definitely lose a point there. As 32 cars finished on the lead lap, and 37 ended up finishing the race running. As you can see right there, Octavo, Spurley Tube, Tharp, Poundpond, Larker. The retirees at the right side of the screen are the point standings, and Lynn has 60 points. And now Code Luigi is up to second with 55 points, so it's a 5-point gap there, just beneath the 6 points back. And Levi Shones has found himself into contention. He's 10 points back, but he's in contention. Jonathan Rains is still in contention, 8 points back. And those are the only drivers as of now that I believe have a shot at the points leader. I guess the 56 does. He's 11 points back, so it would take the 36 finishing last next race and him finishing first, but it could definitely happen. So after that wild Michigan race, we'll head on to another wild track. We're going to Pensacola for the Can-Am 500. I'll see you guys then.